In this video, we're going to focus on how we can create a line matching with the thickness of the bar. And of course, if we add up more bars, it will nicely match along as well. So to do this, the first thing what we need is our border template, which you can find here on chartjs3.com getting started. Once you're on here, copy this chunk of code and you're good to go. Next, if you want to have the source code of this video and many others, check out my Patreon page. And of course, got a question, put it on Discord. So what we're going to do here now is start working on it. The first thing what I would like to do is to swap this. And of course, just a quick note, this is only suitable for a single data set. If you have more data sets, we need a different approach, but that's a different video. So we're going to say here index axis, and this index axis, we will swap it. We'll make this a y value. There we are, y comma. All right, that works. Now, next thing what I would like to do now is start to work on the plugins. So I say comma, and then you're going to say here plugins. And in here we will have an array, and this can be the bar width line. Let's copy this, and then we can use that. Now in here, constant bar width line equals the ID of bar width line, and then we say here after the dataset has been drawn, and the reason why is because we want to make sure that we draw first the bars and then we make the lines on top of the bars. The next thing what I want to do here is an object destructuring. This will be equal to chart object, and then let's split that out. So which one do I want in here is CTX. We want to draw on the chart, and then we have here the scales, and we will probably get X and Y scale. So let's save that, continue on, say here ctx.save to save all variables above, and let's start to draw by saying ctx.begin pass. We're going to create a new shape independent of anything else. So what I want to do is, I want, for example, for Monday, I would like to draw a line from here to there. So based on the thickness. I don't know what the thickness is, but we have access to this data, and I want to be on the X scale of number 9. But of course here on the Y scale it will be index number 0, because this is a category axis where every category is just an index number. So that makes it all easy for us. So how do we get the value? So what I'm going to do here, let us say ctx, and then we can say here chart and get data set meta. So I'm going to use a built-in functionality, so I'm going to use that to our advantage to figure out what is the height of the chart. So you can see here we have this. I'm going to do save, refresh, open up the developer tab, and once we did that, there we are. You can see here now we have the information, and you can find here the height. The height is basically this position to here down. So basically this thickness would be equal to 33.49 plus plus. So what I would like to do, of course, here is calculate that now for our line. Of course, we need some tricks for that as well, but follow along. So say ctx.move to put in here, we need to put in here X and Y. And then next what I want to do, even before that, I want to say a color. So I say ctx.stroke style for the border color, and I'll just make this gray. Let's do British gray with a letter A for alpha. The next thing what I want to do here is the line width. So it's the thickness of this border line. I'll give it 3 pixels. That should be more than sufficient. So now we have this. What I want to do now is start to get the coordinates. We know, first of all, if we're going to work on the X scale, our X scale will be on the value of number 9. So that's already clear. So luckily we have the scale, the X scale here, X. So this here could be x.get pixel for the value, and the value will be number 9. The next thing what I want to do is the Y. And as I said earlier, the Y will be basically index number 0. However, index number 0 of these category axes is in the exact center position, where you're basically where the tooltip, that point in the center of that bar, that is where the tooltip will or the line will start. But I will show you a way how we can calculate this nicely with our height that we had here. I'll just put that in there, and we'll get it later on. So we say x.getPixel for value, and the value in this case, we'll just say 0. Then I'm going to say ctx.line2 to create the connected line, and the connected line will be also an x and y coordinate. For the x, we'll stay on the same position. For the y, we need to move a little bit downwards or upwards based on the height. So what I will do here, I'll say here constant height or bar height, whatever you want, will be equal to this. If I grab this now and I'll just say here plus this, you'll see it's slightly off position, of course, when we draw the line. So say ctx.stroke to draw this, save, there we are. So that is all nice, but I'm not happy with it because it should be higher. Of course, since we know we are in the center, that's the default position, we can just say here, divide this by 2 to get the half. So say a half, copy that, and then what I will do is I'll do negative half. So we start at the very top of the bar, and then we go plus half for going downwards. That's what we're going to do here. Save that, change that to half, refresh. There we are. So now final test, as I said earlier, this will work only with one single data set. So if I have here a new value, let's say next, the bar will obviously be a slightly smaller. So let's give this number 10, refresh, and as you can see, it's starting to reassign itself, make it a bit more smaller. Let's cross test this by doing a few more so you can instantly see if this all works. Let's save this, refresh, there we are, and as you can see, the line stays same or matches nicely with the bar, and that's it.